Lucy here today, talking to you about critical thinking. Now, critical thinking can be defined as thriving for a proper blend of open-mindedness and skepticism. Now, in theory, that might sound quite simple. In practice, however, it can be quite challenging. Critical thinking is not something that people do naturally. It is something that we learn to do, and we get good at it with practice. In everyday life, we rely on a variety of mental shortcuts. This is useful because it allows us to process a lot of information quickly and without putting too much effort into it. The problem, however, is that the thought processes and the conclusions we arrive at as a consequence of those shortcuts are sometimes inaccurate. Now, a very simple example is that of stereotypes. Very often we rely on stereotypes, and there are many good reasons for that. Using these can be very useful in many situations, and it allows for quick processing. But there are times where thinking a little more about things before jumping to a conclusion would be useful. Putting more effort into our way of thinking can sometimes be very useful, and this is what critical thinking is about. It is an active process. It involves thinking about the way we think. It's about problem solving and looking at the same thought from different perspectives. But it's not about being critical. Now, using critical thinking is useful because it can help us spot and avoid the seductive trap of faulty reasoning. In everyday life, we are bombarded with messages that try to persuade us in one way or the other, or try to convince us that something is right or wrong. We need to be aware that within these messages, the words chosen can conceal the truth. They can mislead, confuse, or deceive us. Now, advertisers are very skilled at using words in this way. There are numerous examples. Now, probably the most common one would be advertising for the latest miracle diet or exercise routine that guarantees amazing results in no time and with no efforts. Likewise, politicians do a great job in their use of words, assuring prosperity to everyone. Now, accepting such messages as the truth without questioning them often leads to disappointment. So the overall message is that we need to be critical readers and viewers of messages around us. We need to learn to recognize when words are used in such a way that they aim to control our thoughts and behaviors. And in doing so, we are less likely to fall for scams and tricks that will lead to disappointment and probably hurt your wallet in the process as well. Now, the idea is not to question everything we read or hear, but to develop the skills that will allow us to avoid being seduced by messages that are misleading. And by applying critical thinking, you can make better decisions in all areas of your life. So now I'd like to hear from you. Has critical thinking ever helped you to avoid a seductive trap? Will you do something different as a result of viewing this video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching, and see you again soon.